Who has any idea what this is, or what animal it belongs to? Well, stick with us today because we're going to learn all about eyes. Animals like cats and other predators, including man, aren't the only animals that need to have binocular vision, or eyes on the front of their head. Other animals include birds, quite often big birds like the bald eagle, who's our national symbol. Quite often they'll nest near a lake or a large body of water and swoop down to catch fish. But the thing is, they don't hunt from very close up. They hunt from far up in the air. They need to be able to have very strong eyesight. Another bird that has to keep his eyes open is the Andean condor, the biggest flying bird in the world. They have a wingspan of about 12 feet and make their living by soaring high up in the air in order to look for their food. Their food is not usually swimming or running, but is already dead. They'll eat animals that are dead or dying. The Andean condor can fly all the way from the Andes Mountains in South America out over the Pacific Ocean, where they'll sometimes even prey on dead or dying fish or even whales. It's important for birds like the condor and the eagle to keep their eyes open and to have powerful vision. Lots of birds need to keep their eyes open in order to keep from being eaten. Instead of having their eyes on the front of their head, like the eagles or the Andean condors that we saw, they tend to have their eyes on the side of their head. That helps them have a really broad range of vision so that they can see things that are coming to eat them. Quite often birds like this don't have to hunt for a living, but instead are filter feeders like ducks, or they eat off the ground, or they eat berries or leaves or small insects that are easier to catch, and they don't hunt from so far away like the eagle or the condor do. Look at the eyes on some of these birds, and look at the placement of them. Right on the side of their head where our ears are, they have eyes so that they can see all around them and see if anything's coming to get them. At the beginning of the show today, we showed you this eye. You probably recognized it as an eye, but weren't sure what animal it was from. Well, before we talk about that, let's think about the eyes of animals. Some animals have very good eyesight that they use to catch their prey. Those animals are hunters. And some animals don't have very good eyesight because they live in darkness and don't need their eyes as much. This animal, though, is a Bactrian camel. And the camel's eyes are on the side of its head. It uses them so it can have a very wide range of vision so that it can watch all around itself to keep from being eaten so that something can't sneak up on it and attack it. Eyes are very important in the animal world, and they're very important to people too. It's important for people to protect their eyes, just like animals do. All birds, just like an owl, have a third eyelid that they can use to blink very quickly so they can keep their eyes open as they fly, but also so they can blink their eyes to keep things out of them and also to keep their eyes moist. People too can blink their eyes, but we also use other mechanisms such as safety goggles or helmets that we might use when we're working around dangerous areas or riding on a motorcycle or swimming in the ocean. It's important for people to protect our eyesight because we use our eyes as much as any other animal. So the next time you come to the zoo, look at the animal's eyes and see how they look at you.